Hi Charlie, welcome to the 11th day of my polling video experiment where I break down and analyze the LinkedIn poll I posted last week and that closed this morning. I can hardly believe that I'm on day 11 already. I honestly believed I would quit this little experiment after 2 or 3 days at most, but we're here, we're ready, we have our stats, and I'd like to share some of them with you, Charlie. Even though you've never used social media, you are blissfully unaware of the mob mentality it can sometimes engender, the issues of internet addiction and doom scrolling. Those issues do not worry you at all because you're a cat, and that's fantastic, and you're very lucky. But anyway, social media is a point of contention for many people, good or bad, and I decided to ask my LinkedIn community about TikTok, one of the most popular social media platforms in the world that has had more than its fair share of controversies. So the question was, how often do you use TikTok? And every time I mention TikTok in a poll, I get a well above average number of voters, and this time was no different. This poll question got 137 voters when I checked last night. I might have a couple more now that it's closed. Maybe a few people got caught up in the algorithm and voted overnight, but for now we're measuring 137 votes. There are 4 answer choices: often, sometimes, occasionally, and never. Now, I was really interested in this distribution because I know that most of my voters, especially those who vote consistently on my polls, are probably not the kind of people who use LinkedIn a lot. They're mostly older, more established professionals who sort of missed the euphoric wave of TikTok that mostly washed over the younger generations, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, whenever they become old enough to have cell phones, since Gen Beta was born 2025 and after. So anyway, I was kind of curious to see how this distribution would turn out, considering that I know my audience is probably not the target demographic for TikTok. So anyway, 34% of my voters said they use TikTok often, 8% said they use it sometimes, 5% said they use it occasionally, and 4% say that they never use it. So this was a pretty cleanly divided distribution, I would say. The most popular answer choices were by far never and often. So it seems like TikTok is one of those social media platforms that is all or nothing. Either you never use TikTok because it's just not your thing, you don't really like the vibes there, or you're always using TikTok because you think it has entertaining content, you think the doom scrolling feature is pretty entertaining because you never know what kind of video you're going to get next. So I can kind of understand why it's such a divisive platform. And personally, for short form video content, I do prefer YouTube Shorts just because that platform tends to prioritize high quality content rather than paid promotions, because TikTok seems to be inundated with people trying to sell various products for a profit, and people don't necessarily want to be bombarded with sales pitches when they're just trying to relax by doom scrolling through social media. So anyway, on to the statistics about TikTok that I hope will put the platform into some perspective. Consumers spend $3.84 billion annually on TikTok, primarily via their TikTok Shop feature, which is essentially when you're watching a TikTok video, the creator is featuring a cool product that you're interested in. You can purchase that product directly through that video. You just click a link at the bottom and you can purchase the product directly on the TikTok platform without being redirected to a third-party site. It's billed through TikTok, it'll be shipped to your doorstep in a few days, and you can enjoy this product that your favorite content creator was promoting. 44.8% of Americans used TikTok in 2024, which aligns surprisingly well with my voting distribution about the TikTok poll, where 34% of my voters said they often use TikTok, and about 10% said that they sometimes or occasionally use it. So basically, for my voters at least, about 47% of them use TikTok at least occasionally, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's more of a youth-oriented platform. I think that older individuals are still sticking with Facebook and YouTube for their internet content needs. TikTok is worth $84.2 billion and has 120.5 American users. Now, that worth is not necessarily the amount of revenue that TikTok generates every year, though I'm sure that's an astronomical number too, but rather the price that an individual or organization would have to pay if they wanted to acquire TikTok. So it's a pretty valuable company because of its engaging algorithm, its ability to present content that they strongly suspect you'll be interested in based on what you've already browsed, based on the data that they have about you. And the TikTok Shop feature obviously makes it quite easy and lucrative to monetize content creation. As for the most popular TikTok hashtags by number of users, the most popular hashtag is entertainment with 535 billion uses. Second place is dance with 181 billion uses. Third place is pranks with 79 billion uses. Fourth place is fitness or sports with 57 billion uses. And in fifth place is home reno, aka home renovation, or DIY, aka do it yourself, with 39 billion hashtag uses on TikTok. So just based on these top hashtags on TikTok, you can see that TikTok is a platform that very much orients toward entertainment, funny dance videos, cool pranks, shocking fitness, and intriguing home renovation and DIY. So this is definitely an entertainment-oriented platform. TikTok did gain quite a lot of notoriety for its proliferation of dancing videos and dancing trends. So maybe a very popular influencer starts a dancing trend, and then thousands, even millions of their followers do that trend as well, post those videos to TikTok, and cause that trend to go even more viral than it would have. So TikTok isn't really my platform, I have to admit. And Charlie, maybe it'll be your platform someday. It's a pretty engaging one from what I've heard. The algorithm is great at giving you what you want to see. So if you ever want to join it, just let me know. I'll maybe get an account for you or something. But anyway, if you want to stay off TikTok, that's fine as well, because if you overuse social media, it kind of starts to distort your perception of reality because you're spending so much time in basically this virtual Candyland wonderland. It kind of can be hard to get back down to earth and get back down into real life. So anyway, whatever you decide, Charlie, just let me know, and I'll be here to support your content creation, content consumption endeavors. Anyway, thank you for listening, Charlie, and stay tuned for tomorrow, which will be my 12th polling video analysis day. Bye!